NFL Sunday Week 5 winners coming at you right now. We're going to do it in quick hitting style because your time is valuable. Actionable info in order to help you beat your book. Top free play at the end. Let's roll. Welcome in, everyone. I am Jimmy Adams, and I have a 4-pack of plays discounted up for you on the site. As usual, I've cut down that price for you, and we are off a winning week 4 in the NFL. We're going to keep things rolling. College was fantastic, so if you're watching this video before Saturday, we went a perfect 4-0, swept the card in college football last Saturday. I have a max bet up in college football as well. But we're going to do fantastic in the NFL once again as well. All you have to do is click that link in the bio. I will put it down in the description below. Lastly, we have a special. It's just $11 a day for every single play in every single sport. Limited time only. Click the link in the bio and let's get into today's action. We begin with the Bills and Texans, and this is the ultimate bounce back spot for Buffalo. You know, a lot of sharps were down on the Bills coming into the season, and all the Bills have done so far has proved them wrong. Do you want to bet against Josh Allen off an embarrassing performance in prime time against the Ravens? Right now, he's the co-favorite or right up there with Patrick Mahomes in the MVP odds. The Buffalo offense ranks second in the entire NFL in points per game, but they're getting it done on the defensive side of the ball as well, 11th in opponent points per game. Meanwhile, the Texans barely sneaked by the Jags last week, 24-20. They got smacked in the mouth the week prior to Minnesota, and they have wins against the Bears and Colts. So I'm not saying the Texans are a bad team. They're not by any stretch of the imagination. They just haven't beat anyone good yet. And now they have an angry Buffalo team coming in. Give me the Bills in a spot play to get the straight up victory for game 1. Next up, we have Denver hosting the Raiders at Mile High Stadium. And I'm all over the Broncos in this game, guys. The Denver defense has been one of the most underrated units in the entire NFL this season. They are fantastic, allowing just 13.8 points per game. That's good for third in the NFL. You think you can throw it against them? Think again. They're third in the NFL in opposing passing yards per game as well. They just went to New York and beat the Jets. Bo Nix had a total of 60 yards through the air, and they still find a way to come up with a straight up victory as heavy chalk on the road against Aaron Rodgers. Now they come home, they get to host a Raiders team that is full of injuries, and that's putting it mildly. Zamir White questionable as this is recorded. Devontae Adams very unlikely to play. In fact, he's likely to get traded to either the Saints or the Jets, actually. So he wants to play with a quarterback that he's played with before and can actually throw the football. Right now, the Raiders do not have a quarterback that's capable of doing that, and they're certainly not going to throw it on the Broncos. Max Crosby listed as questionable as well, and the offensive line is in shambles. There is no way the Raiders are going to be able to score in this game. Bo Nix, just take care of the football and do what you do. The Broncos get the win and cover in this one. Denver for game 2. This week's top free play is coming up right now, but real quick, guys, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and comment down below. Who do you like this week? Do you agree with the picks? Any ways that you would like to see us improve this channel? Feedback is greatly appreciated, and we appreciate you watching. You will definitely want to be subscribed, though, because I give out free pick winners in the form of YouTube shorts each and every day. All right, let's get into this week's top free play. Are you a believer in Sam Darnold and the Minnesota Vikings yet? I'm certainly becoming one. The Vikings playing as well as any team in the NFL this season. Darnold quickly climbing the ranks in the MVP voting. The Vikings had a sizable lead against Green Bay last week. That was really never in doubt until they tried to give it away in the fourth quarter, but nonetheless smacked the Texans in the mouth the week before that and beat the 49ers the week prior. There's no team that's been more battle tested. There's no team that's played better. The Vikings fourth in the league in points per game, fourth in the league in points per game allowed. So they're getting it done on both sides of the football. Minnesota just an absolute juggernaut right now. This game will be taking place in London, and we spoke about the Jets earlier and how they were laying the heavy chalk last week and couldn't get it done against the Broncos. They have serious issues on their offensive line as well. And, we talked about the Raiders' woes earlier, but Brian Flores, the Vikings blitz as much as anyone in the league. And while Aaron Rodgers kind of knows how to navigate that, the offensive line doesn't. Rodgers could very well get hurt in this game. Obviously, we hope he doesn't, but the Minnesota defense is coming. They're coming strong. And the Jets couldn't beat the Broncos with Bo Nix throwing for 60 yards last week. If Sam Darnold continues this type of play, there is just no way that they can beat Minnesota, no matter where this game is played. So for the first game in London for the 2024 NFL season, the Vikings get the win and cover. Good luck with your bets, everyone. Make sure you go grab my 4-pack and let's make a ton of cash.